Hi guys! So I picked my book for April, and it's The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clarke, which is actually a pseudonym for Cat Clarke and V. Schwab collaborating. So V. Schwab is actually very popular on BookTok, and I've never read anything from her. I probably should. Maybe I will in the future. But this is kind of dipping my toe into it. So I really like this premise of this book, and this is another thriller, and that's why I picked it. And also, some art reviews were pretty good. So, wish I got it as an arc, but so 6 authors, 1 private island. 72 hours to write the ending that will change their lives. Arthur Fletcher, one of the world's best-selling novelists, is a reclusive genius who is known for his iconic protagonists and fiendish twists. When 6 struggling authors are invited to spend a weekend on his private Scottish island, I've been to Scotland a couple of times, they arrive to discover a shocking secret. Arthur Fletcher is dead. And his last book is unfinished. Desperate to publish the novel, Fletcher's agent and editor have summoned these writers in the hope that one of them will imagine a worthy ending for this final book. To sweeten the deal, they are offering an irresistible prize. In addition to ghostwriting the last chapter, apparently I can't read today, which is fun, for a mind-boggling sum. They will also help the lucky writers successfully relaunch their own career, guaranteeing future bestsellers. Can you guarantee that though? The catch: the writers have just 72 hours to finish Fletcher's magnum opus. I hate that word actually. I don't know why. I just hate that phrase magnum opus for some reason. I just hate it. I don't know why. Starting is often the hardest part, but getting to the end could be murder. So maybe some of them get murdered or something like this. So yeah, sounded very good. Sounded interesting. Actually, it kind of reminds me of this Christmas book that I read. Not like last Christmas, the Christmas before that, which also had like writers and stuff like that. So it had a kind of a bit of a similar premise, not exactly this, but anyway, I didn't like that book. So hopefully I'm going to like this one. And yeah, stay tuned for my review. So this is my April pick of the month. And I'm still waiting for suggestions for the May pick of the month. Let me know in the comments if you have anything, like maybe you read an arc or something like that. So pick of the month is a book that is published that month. And because I want to read fresh books, but I'm always selecting from my reads. So they're usually a thriller, a mystery, a sci-fi, or fantasy. So those are my main 4 genres. Oh, or a biography. Biography is also there, especially if it's a cult biography. Anyway, so yeah, this is my pick of the month for April, and stay tuned for my review. And also, because this is a thriller, we'll see how it goes. But if it's the kind of book where you can just speculate as to who did it or something like that, or what's going on, then I'm also going to do a midway point video. If it's not one of those books, then I'm not going to do that. But because I did it with It's Not Her, and that was kind of fun. So we'll see. And stay tuned, and see you when I see you. Bye. Hi guys! So this is a review of The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clarke. So today I'm recording outside and in front of a museum. And so what is this book about? This book is actually, it's a collaboration between Cat Clarke and Schwab. And I hope my noise canceling is working properly. Because of course the really loud motorcycle passes now. Anyway, so this book is about 6 writers. Is it 6? Well, 6 writers are invited to an island for a sort of a writing retreat by a very famous author. Kind of like, well, it's a very famous thriller writer, Mr. Writer, something like that. Anyway, so I don't remember any names except for one. They're all from different genres. There's a writing duo who writes thriller. There's Kenzo, I actually remember his name. He writes horror. Then there's Millie, who writes YA romance. Then there's a romance writer called Priscilla. Oh yeah, Sienna and Malcolm. Malcolm were the thriller writers. And then there's debut writer Kate. Oh yeah, and sci-fi writer Jackson with an X. When after they signed the NDAs, they're told that actually the writer they came to meet is dead, and they have to write the last chapter of his novel that he left unfinished, and that's his house. So the house is on a Scottish island, and it's a very small island. There's no one else on it, and so the writers are left to themselves, except there's an editor in a cottage where they have to put their novels, and for 72 hours they don't have access to any of their devices or anything like that. And so it's a thriller, so you can guess that not everyone survives. And it was an interesting novel. So it's divided up into 2 parts. The first part is there you get to meet everyone, and then the second part is chapters from the viewpoint of every author. Yeah, we learn more about their background, we learn more about them, and you quickly notice a pattern. I'm just going to say that, trying not to spoil things. So it was an okay thriller. I kind of guessed who the villain was. It was, so the thing about this book is that it's a thriller, but it's mainly more about the state of publishing and about authors and how the difficulties they face, especially because all of these authors are like mid-list, so they're not famous, but they do sell some books, and they have representation, and they're published. But yeah, so it really is that's what mainly being talked about: writing and publishing and this sort of stuff. And the thriller is more of like just a sort of a framework. And so I gave this book 3 stars because I don't think that the thriller was that strong. It could have been stronger. And also the whole thing about publishing, at one point it was like, okay, we get it. Publishing is hard. So is everything else. But yeah. It was interesting to me because I would like to be a writer, but I think if you're not into the whole publishing writing realm, then that's a really loud car, then it may get kind of boring and repetitive. I think this would work better as a movie. Cat does write, film scripts, so maybe they will make a movie out of this. It would be interesting. I would like to see these characters. I did like the characters. That's the thing. That's part of the problem, I think. That I like the characters. And the ending was kind of silly in a way. When you read it, I do recommend reading this if you're not bothered by reading a lot about publishing. But yeah, the ending was a bit. I know it kind of was a bit silly. So that's my review. I gave this 3 stars, and thanks for watching. Read my written review everywhere. So see you in the next one. Bye. Just wanted to show you guys this museum. It was built in the late 1900s and recently refurbished. And there's a nice square in front of it. And that's actually a pretty new fountain. There used to be a fountain here, but it was different. And with the beautiful weather, everyone's just chilling.